At some point, I'm sure Microsoft will want Aaron Greenberg to stop talking, because he's saying a lot right now, and a lot of it is kind of maybe taking it into that console war territory that Phil Spencer doesn't really like. Specifically speaking about like 8K and the PlayStation 5. Speaking of the Xbox card a little bit as well, but just bringing up the PlayStation 5 seems like something that isn't going to get him very far with a lot of people, because obviously the PlayStation 5 is going to be the de facto console for next generation. So this should be a fun video. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with yet another video. Thank you all so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that as well, and hit the bell so you're notified of everything as soon as it drops. Thank you guys so much. So we've heard different views from people who like PlayStation and Xbox about how great the next generation is, and what they're supposedly going to be bringing, including 8K and ray tracing. You know, the difference is here, right now we're hearing from Aaron Greenberg himself, who is the Microsoft General Manager. He believes that 8K is only going to play a trivial part in next generation of consoles. At Gamescom, he was speaking, and he had this to say about what the 8K means. He says, does not know anyone developing 8K games. 8K is more of a technical specification that will not define the upcoming console generation. A big 8K games offer is not to be expected apart from the availability of 8K television. So obviously, even though the console generation is supposed to arrive soon, according to Greenberg, 8K is just one of those features that will end up being used, not used, excuse me, and he doesn't know anyone who's developing 8K games for even computers, and that implies it'll be a long time before people start developing such games for consoles. He then finished by saying that we shouldn't expect big 8K game offerings, especially since 8K TVs have not become common yet. But he did say about 4K 120 frames. He says, after all, games are supposed to run in native 4K compared to the current Xbox One X, significantly higher computing and graphics performance. Developers are no longer required to make as many compromises as with the current generation of consoles, whose bottleneck is the relatively low processor performance. Xbox Scarlet will be able to spend games in 4K at up to 120 frames per second. Players can also expect larger game worlds and higher visibility in next-gen games. In addition, the load times with the future consoles will be noticeably lower, which is partly due to the standard integrated solid-state drive. So that's very interesting, basically saying don't count on anything 8K or anything like that, but they're hoping for better frame rates, which is funny because Phil Spencer said that most people don't really care about frame rates just a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. And now it's all about that frame rate, baby. So I will link this article. You guys can check it out. Let me know. Thank you. Rack 'em up. Have a fantastic day. Crapgamer out.